Hey, Skull Nation. What's up, you purple-blooded warriors? This is your die-hard Vikings fan, straight from the heart of Minnesota, fired up and ready to dive into the latest Vikings news that's got my blood pumping like a fourth-quarter comeback. Imagine this. If the playoffs kicked off right now on October 8th, 2025, our boys in purple would be clawing their way in as the number 7 seed in the NFC. Yeah, that's us sneaking into the dance like we own the shadows. But hold up. Is that spot as shaky as a rookie kicker in a blizzard? And with injuries piling up like snowdrifts, can we really hang in this playoff race as the season heats up? Stick with me, because we're breaking it all down in this roller coaster ride of Vikings updates. Grab your horns, because it's about to get wild. After a bye week that's felt like a lifeline tossed to a sinking ship, the Vikings are licking their wounds and plotting their revenge. We've battled through 5 weeks of pure chaos. Wins snatched from the jaws of defeat, heartbreaking losses that left us howling at the moon. But here we are at 3-2, tied with the Seahawks, Commanders, and Rams as one of 4 NFC squads holding that gritty record. The division leaders? Eagles, 49ers, Bucks, and Lions all sitting pretty at 4-1, while the Packers are lurking at 2-1 after that insane 40-40 tie fest with the Cowboys back in Week 4. It's a bloodbath out there, folks, and we're right in the mix. What do you think? Can we surge past these pretenders? Drop your predictions in the comments below. But let's zoom in on that playoff tease, because it's got me grinning like I just intercepted a Hail Mary. Thanks to some slick tiebreakers over the Commanders and Rams, Minnesota snags the number 7 seed. If the postseason started today, the Seahawks edge us out for number 6 on strength of victory. So picture this. Us packing our bags for a wild-card showdown in frigid San Francisco against those smug 49ers. A road warrior test against a 4-1 powerhouse? Sounds like the stuff of legends, right? Or a nightmare waiting to unfold. Either way, it's fuel for the fire. Who's got the edge in your eyes? Our purple pride or their gold rush? Hit me with your hot takes. Sounds like a dream ticket to January glory. Doesn't it? Wrong. Because lurking behind that shiny seed is a schedule that's tougher than tackling Adrian Peterson in his prime. Especially if we don't come out of this by swinging healthy. Power Rankings Guru's composite has us facing the second easiest slate so far this season. Just behind the 4-1 Bills, but flip the calendar and bam, we're tied with the 1-4 Giants for the league's nastiest remaining road ahead. It's a gauntlet designed to break spirits, but Skull Nation, we've got that Viking grit. Are you ready to rally? Let's unpack this beast one brutal matchup at a time. Kicking things off post-bye in Week 7, we welcome the Eagles to US Bank Stadium for what promises to be a thunderous home opener against the defending champs at 4-1. Philly's got that Saquon Barkley thunder rumbling, but our purple wall is itching to stuff 'em cold. Imagine the roar as Justin Jefferson torches their secondary for 150 yards. We've got the home field hex to break, and with the crowd on fire, this could be the spark we need. But tell me, fans, Eagles or Vikings in a nail-biter? Your call could be spot on. Then, barely catching our breath, Week 8 sends us cross-country on short rest to tangle with the Chargers in a Thursday night football slugfest. LA started hot but stumbled in their last 2, yet Justin Herbert's arm is a missile launcher, and that defense bites hard. We're talking a physical chess match under the lights, where every snap counts. Can our O-line hold the fort after the bye magic? It's do or die early, and I'm hyped just thinking about it. What's your bold prediction for this road rumble? Share it loud. No time to exhale, because Week 9 catapults us to Detroit for Round 1 against the 4-1 Lions. Those NFC North beasts who clawed their way to the top last year. Ford Field will be a cauldron of hate, with Jared Goff slicing and dicing. But we've got unfinished business from last season's heartbreaks. Picture Sam Darnold. Wait, no, hold that thought. With McCarthy eyeing a return, this could be his debut dagger. Divisional wars like this. Pure adrenaline. Who wins this grudge match and why? Let's debate in the comments. Week 10 brings the Baltimore Ravens storming into town. And get this, Lamar Jackson's expected back under center, turning our Purple Palace into a MVP showcase. Baltimore's at full throttle, but we've already nipped the Bears once this year in Week 11 follow-up. Wait, no, that's next. Ravens first, a winnable tilt if our pass rush wakes up. Lamar's elusiveness is legendary, but so is our hunger. It's a clash of titans that could flip our momentum. Ravens fans invading? Nah, this is our house thoughts on containing the dual-threat king. Shifting gears to Week 11, we host the Bears again. Those young guns we barely edged out earlier, but Chicago's growing fangs with Caleb Williams slinging heat. US Bank will echo with skull chants as we aim to own the rivalry. Our defense needs to swarm like wolves on the hunt. It's a trap game after Baltimore, but we've got the edge at home. Can we make it a season sweep and bury their playoff hopes? What's the score you see here, fam? Paint the picture. Then the real storm hits in Week 12. A road trip to Lambeau for the first Packers showdown, where cheeseheads will try to bury us in green and gold confetti. Green Bay's sneaky at 2-1-1. Jordan Love's got that wizard touch. But we've got scores to settle from years of agony. Cold winds, heated beef. It's the definition of NFC North fury. If McCarthy's back, this becomes personal. Packers or Vikings? Who's dancing off the field victorious? Your voice matters. Week 13 ramps it up with another Pacific Northwest pilgrimage to Seattle, facing the Seahawks who hold that pesky number 6 seed tiebreaker over us. Lumen Field's roar is deafening. Geno Smith's veteran savvy could exploit our injuries, but we've got speed to burn on counters. It's a revenge tour stop after they edged us early. Time to flip the script. Seahawks' strength of victory be damned. We're coming for blood. What's your game-changer play in this one? Week 14 flips the script as we host the Commanders, those 3-2 upstarts we've got tiebreakers over. Perfect chance to solidify our wildcard grip right here in Minneapolis. Washington's got flash, but our home dominance could turn this into a statement win. With the division tightening, every point matters. Commanders? More like conquered, agree? Drop your must-see moment below. Easing up a tad in Week 15, we welcome the Cowboys to town. Dallas always brings the drama with Dak Prescott's heroics and that star-studded D. But after our gauntlet stretch, this feels like a breather we desperately need. Justin Jefferson feasting on their secondary? Yes, please. It's winnable gold. And a victory here keeps playoff dreams alive. Cowboys in purple territory, how do we send them packing? Week 16 offers another sigh of relief against the Giants at home. New York's 1-4 woes, making them a prime bounce-back spot tied for our toughest remaining schedule. Daniel Jones under pressure, our run game pounding. It's set up for a feel-good route if we stay sharp. Giants might surprise, but Skull Nation knows we're built different. What's the final margin in your Vikings victory lap? Buckle up for Week 17's holiday special. Hosting the Lions on Christmas Day for Round 2, US Bank transformed into a purple wonderland under the lights. Detroit's 4-1 fire won't fade. But home for the holidays? That's our secret weapon. Family, fans, and fury. A win here clinches divisional pride and playoff momentum. Merry Skull to all. Who stuffs the stocking with a W? The grand finale in Week 18? Another home epic against the Packers. Closing the curtain on our brutal slate with everything on the line. Lambeau's chill meets Minneapolis heat. If seating's at stake, this becomes legend level. Love versus our revamped QB room. Pure poetry in purple. Final boss battle. Vikings or Packers? Your season-capping prophecy. Now, let's get real about what's chaining this Viking ship down. Injuries, the cruel jester of the NFL, hitting us harder than a blindside blitz. We've yet to field a full starting offensive line. Christian Darrisaw missed the first 2 games nursing that knee, and the hits keep coming. It's like the injury bug woke up cranky and decided Minnesota was its personal piñata. But hey, by weeks our healer, what key return lights your fire most? Rookie guard Donovan Jackson's wrist surgery sidelined him for 2 games, but word from Vikings News is he's eyeing a post-bye comeback, injecting fresh legs into our trench warfare. Imagine him anchoring next to Darrisaw. That synergy could turn our run game into a Barkley-level battering ram. We've scraped by without him, but full strength? Game changer. How huge is this for our O-line rebuild, Skull fam? Veteran center Ryan Kelly's double whammy of concussions landed him on IR before our gritty 21-17 London win over the Browns. Out at least 4 weeks, per the latest Vikings updates. That's our snap count maestro down, forcing shuffles that expose backups to fire. Concussions are no joke, but depth steps up. Who's your pick to fill those cleats? This bugs me deep. Share your heartbreak. Right tackle Brian O'Neill's knee injury echoes last season's woes, keeping our only consistent healthy starter. Right guard Will Fries, in the spotlight amid the chaos. Fries has been a rock, but one-man army? Nah, we need the band back together. O'Neill's return timeline's fuzzy, but post-buy clarity incoming. Vikings news whispers hope. Can we protect our QB without him turning turnstile? Offense takes another gut punch with J.J. McCarthy's Week 2 ankle tweak against Atlanta forcing veteran Carson Wentz into the fray. Solid. But Wentz banged up his shoulder versus the Steelers and Browns, per fresh reports. McCarthy's return could hit as soon as Week 7 versus the Eagles. A must if Wentz is sidelined. From rookie promise to backup battle, who's your QB1 long-term? This pivot's got me pacing. Defensively, inside linebacker Blake Cashman's been MIA most of the season, but his 21-day window cracks open next week. Huge for our tackling machine. Cashman's sideline absence left gaps wider than Lake Superior, but practice reps could unleash the beast. Vikings news confirms he's trending up. Defense without him feels half-cocked. How does his return flip our fortunes? Outside linebacker Andrew Van Ginkel's neck injury scrubbed him from those overseas games, and the timeline's still murky heading into by recovery. Van Ginkel's pass rush spark is irreplaceable. Without it, we're chasing shadows. Latest Vikings updates? Unclear, but 2 weeks to heal could be golden. Neck issues scare me. Prayers up, who's stepping up in his absence? Wrapping this injury saga? It's clear. 2 weeks of R&R is our Hail Mary to contend against conference favorites. From O-line patchwork to QB roulette and D-line dents, we've battled like true Vikings. But health is wealth in this league. Whoever returns first could crown us kings. What's your biggest injury worry, and why? Let's vent together. We've dissected the dream seed, the nightmare schedule, and the injury inferno holding us hostage. But Skull Nation, this is why we love it. The grind, the glory, the never-say-die purple pulse. If we heal right and hit hard, that number 7 seed becomes a launch pad to the promised land. What's got you most pumped for the stretch run? McCarthy's Magic or Jefferson's Jets? Spill it below. Before I let you go, hit that like button if you're bleeding purple. Smash subscribe for non-stop Vikings news straight to your feed. Drop a comment with your wildest playoff bold take, and share this with your fellow Skull Warriors. Let's flood the timeline. Until next time, stay fierce, stay faithful. Skull Vikings.